सहना भवतु सहनौ भुनक्तु सह वीर्यं करवावहै तेजस्विनावधीतमस्तु मा विद्विषावहै ॐ शान्ति शान्ति हरिः ॐ श्री गुरुभ्यो नमः हरिः ॐ ॐ सदाशिवसमारम्भां शङ्कराचार्य मध्यमाम् अस्मदाचार्यपर्यन्तां वन्दे गुरुपरम्परां समस्तजनकल्याणे निरतं करुणामयं नमामि चिन्मयं देवं सद्गुरुं ब्रह्मविद्वरं ॐ श्री चिन्मय सद्गुरवे नमः। ॐ व्यासाय विष्णुरूपाय व्यासरूपाय विष्णवे नमो वै ब्रह्मनिधये वासिष्ठाय नमो नमः। Hari Om. So yesterday we chanted the two verses together, the fourth and the fifth verses. Adaha adaschodvam prasutastasya shakha narupamasyeha tatopalabhyate nanto na chadir nacha sampratishta and nirmana moha. So we'll see the meanings today. Na rupamasya igha yatha varnitam tatha na eva upalabhyate. The form that has been described, we will not be able to see it anywhere. Just like you mention the form of this neuronal system, dendrons and dendrites, you cannot really see it outside because it's very microscopic and minute. Swapna marichi udaka maya gandharva nagara samatvat. This form that is described is equal to a dream or this mirage water or a Gandharva Nagara. There is a magical appearance in the sky amidst the formation of clouds. Something that you want to describe. It is not really there, but it appears to be there. Drishta nashta swarupaha. As we see, it gets destroyed. He sa iti ata eva na antaha na paryantaha nishtha samaptihi va vidyate. There is no, it looks like there is no end to it, or you cannot see it for a long time. It just disappears. That is the nature of this tree of samsara. Tatha na cha adihi ita arabhya ayam pravritta iti na kenachit gamyate na cha sampratishta sthitihi madhyam asya na kenachit upalabhyate. Nobody can tell from where it began, and nobody can also tell for there is no madhyama in the present condition. Also, it is not established anywhere. You cannot say that this tree is existing at this point of time, and you cannot go and take a look at the tree. It is not available in some botanical garden somewhere. Ashwatham yena yathoktam suvirudha moolam sushtu virudhani viroham gatani moolani yasyatam yenam suvirudha moolam sushtu virudha moolam. This roots is very, very well established. Ashwatham, it is not available for tomorrow, only now. Asangaha putra vitta loka eshanadibhyaha. Putra eshana means attachment to sons. Vitta eshana is attachment to money and wealth and property, and lokeshana is attachment to what we see in this world. Vyutthanam tena asanga shastrena dridhena paramatma abhimukhya nischita dridhikratena abhimukhya. Looking at that paramatma, that supreme self, and making the mind very clear and firm, with that punar viveka abhyasa ashma nishitena chitva, cutting off the roots with a viveka abhyasa. Viveka means what is the truth, who am I and what is not I. Constantly, who am I, what is not I, who am I, what is not I, Whatever is not I, na iti, not that, not that. This I, that consciousness is alone the self. There is viveka. Samsara vriksham sabijam udhritya. So this can be cut off at the root, and the samsara vriksham can be taken out and capsized, uprooted. Tataha paschat padam vaishnavam tat parimargitavyam parimarganam anveshanam jnatavyam ityartaha. After this has been uprooted, what should be done? That Vaishnava padam, that supreme space from where there is no fall, that should be searched, that should be known. Yasmin pade gataha pravishta na nivartanti na avartante bhuyaha punaha samsaraya. Having gone to that supreme abode, one does not come back into transmigration of name and form and change. That is called samsara. Katham parimargitavyam iti aha. How can we search for that supreme abode? Tam evacha yaha padashabdena uktaha adyam adau bhavam purusham prapadye iti evam parimargitavyam tat charanataya ityarthaha. So reach that purusha, that supreme self, and that is how we search for it. Kaha asau purusha iti uchyate. So who is that purusha whom we have to search? यतो यस्मात् पुरुषात् संसार माया वृक्ष प्रवृत्तिः प्रसुता निसृता ऐन्द्रजालिकात् इव maya purani chirantani. From which purusha this maya shakti, the tree of maya, like an Aindra jala, like the web of a magician, how it manifests, that purusha we must search and find out. Katham bhutaha tat padam gachanti iti uchyate. So what are the kinds of people who will go to that supreme abode? We chanted this verse also yesterday. Nirmana moha, manaha cha mohaha cha, mana mohau tau, nirgatau, yebhyaha, te nirmana moha. Mana means an idea about myself. You know what? I am this kind of a person. I am such a rich person. I am a well-to-do person. I have got lots of friends and relatives and families around me to take care of me and to be with me. At my beck and call, I've got so many servants. I have got so much crores of money in the bank and so much jangling in my hands. No mana, no attitude or no idea about that person. A very simple person, it means. Nirmana, nirmoha. I don't have any identification with the body. I am this body. I am fat. I am thin. I am gross. I am subtle. I am hungry. I am thirsty. No sort of identity with the body and everything else attached to the body also. Nirmana moha, mohau, nirgataha, mana moha varjitaha, free of identification as I, this person, and moha, identification with this body. Jita sanga doshaha, sangamevacha doshaha, sanga doshaha, attachment to the objects of the perception through the senses, which is what the attachment to what I see, what I hear, what I smell, what I taste, and what I touch. I don't have any attachment to all that. Adhyatma nityaha, the one who is Paramatma Swarupa Alochana Nityaha, contemplating on that supreme self or Paramatma. Adhyatma Nityaha, Tatparaha, always contemplating on that alone. Vinivritta Kama, once the desires have left him, he is not holding on to any desires, and the desires are also not holding on to him. Vinivritta Kamaha. Then, Dvandvaihi Vimuktaha. He is free of all dualities. Dvandva means what to say? Dvandvaihi means I have dualities of likes and dislikes, praise and censure, heat and cold, day and night, all the dualities. He is free from that, meaning whatever experience happens, he is okay with it. Dvandvairvi muktaha, sukha dukkha samyaihi dvandvaihi. What is the nature of the dualities that he is free of? This gives me joy, this gives me sorrow. Parityakta, gachanti, amudha, mohavarjitaha, padam avyayam tat yatoktam. So he is free of any moha, means he is free of identification with the thought that I am this body. So that is, such a person reaches this avyayam padam. He reaches this space in the mind, in the state of mind, where it is avyayam, meaning there is no expenditure, there is only income in that place. And income means not something that's going on coming, it is always present. So that is the avyayam padam. Tadayevam padam punaha vishishyate. So this padam is being described further. Na tad bhasayate suryaha na shashanko na pavakaha yad gatva na nivartante tadhama paramam mama. Paramam padam tadhama. That space, what is the nature of that space? Paramam, supreme space. Mama, my abode, says Bhagavan, says Ishvara. Natat bhasayate suryaha. That space, the sun does not shine there. The sun does not shines its light there. Na shashanko na pavakaha. Neither does the moon nor does fire light up that space. Yet gatva. When I go to that space, na nivartante. I don't come back. Tadhama paramam mama. That is my supreme abode. It is beyond all duality. It is beyond all name, form, and quality. That is my supreme abode. Paramam. Paramam dhama. Dhama tejorupam padam na bhasayate. The dhama, the space, is full of light, is full of consciousness. Tejorupam padam na bhasayate surya adityaha. The light of the sun does not touch that space. Sarvavabhasa bhasana shaktimatve api sati. Even though the sun, it lights up everything in this world, it has got the power to light up everything in this world, it cannot light up that space of consciousness. Api sati. Tatha na shashankaha chandro na pavakaha na agnihi api. Neither does the moon or neither does fire. Yat dhama vaishnavam padam gatva prapya. Going to that space, that Vaishnavam Dhama, that supreme space, which is manifest everywhere and in everything, reaching that space, na nivartante yat cha suryadihi na bhasayate. So one does not come back to the space of the earth where it is lit up by the sun and the moon and the stars and fire, etc. Tad dhama padam paramam mama vishnoho dhama. My space of Vishnu, Vyapakatvat iti Vishnu, that which is present everywhere is my space. That is my Paramam Dhama. That is my supreme space, which does not present here, which is not present, which cannot be lit up by the sun, moon, or the fire. Yat dhama vaishnavam padam gatva prapya na nivartante yat cha suryadihi na bhasayate tat dhama padam paramam mama vishnoho. Even the sun and the moon cannot light up that space. That is the supreme abode. Yat gatva na nivartante iti uktam. The avatarika, or the introduction, says, it has been said, going to that space, one does not return. Nanu sarvahi gatihi agatyanta samyoga viprayoganta iti hi prasiddham katam uchyate tadhama gatanam nasti nivrittihi iti. Everything else, every other route that we take, we are attached to that route for some time, and then we go there, we are being there, and then we come back. So how does this route, you say you go there and you never return? Na nivrittihi, nasti nivrittihi means there is no returning from that route. We just go there and we reach there, and that's a final abode. How is it said? Shrunu tatra karanam. Listen to the cause of that. Mamai vamsho jiva loke Jivabhuta sanatanaha manashashtanindriyani prakritisthani karshati mamaiva amshaha jivaloke mamaiva paramatmanaha amshaha bhagaha avayava ekadesha iti anarthantaram jivaloke jivanam loke samsare jivabhutaha bhokta kar, which is the one that is enjoying in this world and one that is doing in this world also. The jiva is my own amsha, the amsha or the aspect of that consciousness only. Mama eva paramatmanaha amshaha, a part of that supreme. Bhagaha avayava ekadesha iti, it belongs to me and it is my part alone. Anarthantaram jivaloke, even if it is in this world which is full of anartha, which is full of what is not the truth, what is not the reality. Jivanam loke samsare jiva bhutaha bhokta karta iti prasiddhaha sanatanaha. From ancient times, this jiva, which is caught in the samsara, is a bhokta, is the enjoyer and also the doer. Yatha jaya suryakaha, jala suryakaha, suryaush, suryosho, suryomsho jalanimitta apaye suryameva gatva na nivartante tatha ayam api amshaha tena eva atmana samgachanti evam eva. The sun which is reflected in the water, it is only a part of the sun. Without that real sun, there is no reflection of the sun in the water. But even then, when the water is gone, that whatever was there as the reflection, it belongs to the sun only. There is nothing else, and it belongs to the sun, it does not return. So that's in the same way, the jiva also, which is the amsha or the part of the Paramatma, once this body, mind and intellect gets destroyed, this jiva reaches the Paramatma not to return. Yathava ghatadi upadhi parichinnaha ghatadyakashaha akashamshaha san ghatadi nimitta apaye akasham prapya na nivartante iti evam ata upapannam uktam yad gatva na nivartante. Just as within the pot there is space. When the pot disappears, when the pot disintegrates, the space merges with the space. It does not get back into another pot. In the same way, the jiva, which is a part of that Ishvara, which is a part of that Paramatma, when that individuality disappears in the form of the body, mind and intellect, that individuality merges with the Supreme, never to return. Purva Pakshi, he is asking a question. Nanu niravayavasya paramatmanaha kutaha avayava ekadeshaha amshaha iti savayavatve cha vinasha prasangaha avayava vibhagat. So, Paramatma is without parts, but the Jivatma is with so many parts, body, mind and intellect, so many parts. And these parts are going to get destroyed. Paramatma does not have any parts, so there's no destruction. How can this Jivatma be a part of that Paramatma is the question. Now the reply, na yesha doshaha, there is nothing wrong in this. Avidya krita upadhi parichinna ekadeshaha amshaha iva kalpitaha yataha. This whole thing is only an upadhi, a limiting adjunct, which is only caused by avidya or ignorance. It is only imagined. It is not real. Darshitaha cha ayam artaha kshetradhyaye vistarashaha. This has been explained very in detail in the Kshetrajna Yoga. How this is all ignorance. The body, mind, and intellect is only a presence which does not have a supreme reality. And it has been described in detail in the Kshetrajna Yoga, chapter 13. Sacha jivaha madamshatvena kalpitaha katam samsarati utkramati cha iti uchyati. Now, this jiva, Paramatma, Sri Bhagavan says it is my amsha. It is my own part. But then how does this jiva come into manifestation? How is it born? Because I am unborn, I am always there, I am only consciousness, I don't have parts. But then how is this jiva born? It is being said, Manaha Shashtani Indriyani Shrotradini Prakrutistani Swasthane Karna Shushka Shushkulyadau Prakrutau Stitani Karshati Akarshati iti. Manaha, the mind, including the mind, the five sense organs, Shrotradini, the hearing, seeing, tasting, smelling, and touching, Prakritisthani, Swasthane, Karna Shashkul Yadav. It is there in Prakriti. The ears, eyes, nose, tongue, everything is established in Prakriti. Stithani, Karshati, Akarshati. It is attracting that consciousness, and that is how it is being born. Kasmin Kale, when does it attract that way? Shariram yadavapnoti yachapyutkramati grihitvaitani samyati vayurgandhani vashayat. Have I missed something? Have I missed the 7th verse? Natad bhasayate. I think, did I change 2 pages? Yes, I missed chanting the 7th verse. Shrunu tatra karanam. What is the cause? No, I did chant that. Now this is the 8th verse, correct. Shariram yadavapnoti. So when does the jiva come? Shariram yadavapnoti yachapi utkramatishvaraha grihitvaitani samyati vayur gandhaniva ashrayat. This jiva, when it gets another body, meaning it is called the Jaluka Nyaya, the jiva which is ready to leave this body, even before death, it identifies its next place. Like when we are shifting a home, we just don't shift our things right away. We figure out which is the next place we are going to be. We look at that house, we make all the arrangements, we pay the advance, and we give everything readily. We keep everything ready. And then once, when we have the keys for the other house, when we can enter, then we shift these things to that house. In the same way, the jiva also, before leaving this body, so we don't need to worry at all. At the time of death, when the person is dying, the next place where they have to go is fixed already. The body, the womb in which they have to be born is fixed by this jiva. Yadacha api utkramati ishvaraha dehadi sanghata swami jivaha tada karshati iti shlokasya dvitiya padha arthavashat prathamyena sambadhyate. By the meaning, it is being taken as the main part. What is it? Karshati. Karshati means it attracts everything. It holds everything and it snatches out everything. Yadacha purvasmat sharirat sharirantaram avapnoti tada grihitva etani manashashtani indriyani samyakyati gacchati. So that jiva, with that Ishvara pada, the blessings of that prana, it holds up all the sense organs. It draws all the sense organs within itself. Meaning the power of seeing, hearing, tasting, smelling, touching is all brought within, and it pulls itself out of this body, and when it ascertains and identifies the next body where it has to go to, and it goes there straight. Gatihi, meaning it's a very clear, samgacchati means it clearly goes and reaches there. Samyati means samyakyati. It is not having any doubt where to go. Only we are all crying, but the jiva which has left the body is on its way. Very clearly where it has to go, it goes and reaches there. Kimcha eva. This is not only from the Bhagavad Gita. Even Dr. Michael Newton, who has written the books, 2 books, he's a psychiatrist who has written 2 books on journey of the soul and destiny of the soul, describes about how the person, the individual being, leaves the body, and when he is traveling in this space, it is like a frequency modulation vibration. It is like a rail. It is like a train line. This person is a vibration, and they travel in that particular, this is a very scientific description that's given. They go very fast on that vibratory platform, on that it's like a railway line, the vibratory channel. It's like our radio signals, the radio waves, like a wave line. They travel on that, and they go exactly to the destination where they have to reach. Next, kim iva iti aha vayuhu pavano gandhan iva ashayat pushpadehe. How does it go? Like how the air leaves from the air that is blowing. It is blowing with a lot of in a flower garden, and it takes all the scents along with it, and then it moves forward, and you get very fragrant air after it transfers from the garden. In the same way, all the fragrances, all the vasanas, all the habits, all the repetitive patterns, everything go along with this jiva. Kani punaha tani yati. Where does it go finally? Shrotram chakshusparshanam cha rasanam ghranameva cha adhishtaya manaschayam vishayanupasevate. What all goes along with this jiva? Shrotram, the ears, the power of hearing. Chakshuhu, the power of seeing. Sparshanam, the power of touching and feeling. Rasanam, the power of tasting. Granam, that is why we, in all our aparakarya, after the person has gone, for the next 13 days, they give everything to see, they give many things to hear, they give many offerings to taste, they give many offerings to smell, and they give many offerings to feel also. Everything is offered for that jiva, because all these sense organs are there. These powers are still working. Sparshanam, rasanam, granam. Granam is the power of smelling. Manaha cha. Also everybody thinks and cries about and they speak about that person because the manas is there. The power of knowing, the power of identifying with many things is still there. Very active. Adhishtaya. Everything is being with all these five sense perceptions and the mind. That individual jiva is experiencing everything still. He has not lost that power of experience because the body has gone. Meaning there is nothing called death. The person that is living right now is a subtle body. When the body drops, which naturally it has to drop because it belongs to the five elements, the body drops, the subtle body moves on to a next state of life, next state of being. Continuing to see, hear, taste, smell, and touch, think, feel, emote, everything is there, intact. Shrotram, chakshuhu, sparshanam cha, tvagindriyam, rasanam, granam, eva cha manaha, cha shashtam, pratyekam, indriyena, saha, adhishtaya, holding on to all this, dehastaha, vishayan, shabdadin, upasevate. That individual being in the body is experiencing all the sense perceptions around. Evam dehagatam dehat. After leaving the body also, when the person leaves the body, what happens? Utkramantam sthitam vapi bhunjanam va gunanvitam vimodhananupashyanti pashyanti jnana chakshushaha. Utkramantam parityajyantam. It leaves the body. Deham Purva upatam, the body that was collected earlier, it leaves us. This body is a collection. How did we collect it? By eating, since when the mother ate, and the body became big. After the body was born, we ate, and this body has become so many kilograms. So this body has been collected by the food we eat. Purva upatam sthitam va dehe tishtantam bhunjanam va shabdadincha upalabhamanam gunanvitam. It is having the three gunas, sattva guna, rajoguna, tamoguna, and it is taking in sounds, sights, smells, tastes, and perceptions through the skin. Sukha dukkha mohakyaihi gunaihi. What are the three gunas? Sukha, experience of bliss. Dukkha, experience of sorrow. Moha is the experience of delusion. These are the three gunas. Anvitam, anugatam, samyuktam, ityartaha. एवं भूतम अपि एनम अत्यंत दर्शन गोचर प्राप्तम विमूढ़ा दृष्ट अदृष्ट विषय भोग बला कृष्ट आकृष्ट चेतया अनेकधा मूढ़ा न अनुपश्यन्ति अहो कष्टम वर्तते इति अनुक्रोशति च भगवान. Bhagavan is saying anukroshati means he is feeling very sad. He is feeling miserable for the jivas which are identified with his body and smelling through the nose, seeing through the eyes, hearing through the ears, and tasting through the skin, tasting through the tongue, and feeling through the skin, emoting through the mind, thinking through the thoughts, and sensing through the body. And the being is thinking that this is what is real. This is called moha. Because of its identification with the body, I am the body, it is thinking that these experiences are real. So at the time of death, it has to snatch itself out from this and then go on its way. And so Bhagavan feels very sad for such a jiva. Aho, vimudha. Oh my God, such a mudha. He doesn't know the truth. He doesn't know the reality. Like, it is like believing the movie is real. And when it is time for leaving the movie and going away, we feel very sad because we have identified completely with that movie. In the same way, we have identified completely with the movie of this body and everything associated with this body and the whole world, that when the time comes to go, we are feeling very sorrowful. We are feeling very miserable, that we have to drop everything and go. We are not able to drop it so easily. येतु पुनः प्रमाणजनित ज्ञानचक्षुषः ते येनं पश्यन्ति ज्ञानचक्षुषो विविक्तदृष्टयः इत्यर्थः. The others who are able to see with the eye of wisdom, what happens to them? Kechittu, the other people, yatanto yoginaschainam pashyanthyatmanyavasthitam. Have I missed a verse? No. यतन्तोऽप्यकृतात्मानः नैनं पश्यन्त्य चेतसः. Yatantaha, the other people are there. Yoginaha cha yenam. These are the yogis. I think we can look into this tomorrow. We completed 10 verses. We'll see the next 5 verses tomorrow. Om sarvesham swastir bhavatu. Sarvesham shantir bhavatu. Sarvesham purnam bhavatu. Sarvesham mangalam bhavatu. सर्वे भवन्तु सुखिनः सर्वे सन्तु निरामयाः सर्वे भद्राणि पश्यन्तु मा कश्चित् दुःखभाग् भवेत्. ओम असतो मा सद्गमय तमसोर्मा ज्योतिर्गमय मृत्योर्मा अमृतं गमय. ओम पूर्णमदः पूर्णमिदं पूर्णात् पूर्णमुदच्यते पूर्णस्य पूर्णमादाय पूर्णमेवावशिष्यते. ओम शांति शांति शांति. हरि ओम. श्री गुरुभ्यो नमः. हरि ओम. बोलिए श्री सद्गुरुनाथ महाराज की जय. हर नमः पार्वती पतये. हर हर महादेव. हरि ओम.